chickenpox, the virus becomes dormant but stays in your body. It can flare up decades later as shingles. It's very painful, but the good news is it's also preventable. Please welcome back HEB pharmacist Gina Eubank. Hello, Gina.
Good morning. Good morning.
Okay, so I kind of explained what shingles was, but can you go into a little bit more detail for us?
Okay, shingles, it's really just a horrible, horrible disease. The chickenpox virus, like you said, it lies dormant in the nerve cell, and then when you're under the stress, it'll reactivate that virus. And then the symptoms that you'll start having, you'll have fatigue, you can run a fever.
You have that rash that we're looking at right here.
Well, and what'll happen with the rash, see, it kind of looks like hives, and so people get confused. But the difference is, it's following the nerve pathway there, and that's why you get the belt rash with it. And you'll get a stabbing pain, almost like an electrical current, where you just literally jump, because it's following along that nerve path.
Yeah.
And the rash will come out usually in 2 days, but it could come out in 3 weeks. Yeah,
it may not ever come out. However, there's a statistic of people over a certain age, chances of you getting shingles.
Yes, and you know, this is just crazy to me, because they did a study on people who were 85 years old, and there were 1,000 people, and 500 out of the people.
So 50-50.
50% chance that they get after the, by the time you turn 85. So that's crazy, and it's a stabbing pain. When you have the rash, you're contagious. Okay. So you have to be really careful, because children nowadays get the vaccine against
chickenpox.
Chickenpox, but if little infants haven't had all their vaccines, you have to be so careful, because when you have the rash, that's when you're contagious.
Yeah, we have Victoria, who's with us this morning, and when we said shingles, she was like, oh, I had that. And Victoria, what was that like to go through?
It was a very bad experience, because I didn't know what it was. It started like a rash, and I keep on scratching and scratching, and I could not stand it, so I called my doctor, and I had to go see her. Then they gave me some medication for that.
Yeah, yeah. If you could have avoided this, would you have avoided it?
If I could, but I didn't know what I was happening.
Yeah. Well, that is why we're here today, because Gina, the thing is, this is a preventable one.
Exactly. There's a vaccine, it's called Zostavax, and it's a live virus, and you get a vaccine, and the way vaccines work, your body sees this little bit of the virus, and then it's like a little Pac-Man. Your immune system, and they come and they check it out, and they memorize how to kill it. And yes, and so then when you start having a flare-up again, your body knows how to take care of itself.
Okay, so since she's had shingles, she could have shingles again, unless...
Definitely. She definitely can have shingles again, because once again, like we were talking about, it lies dormant in that nerve cell. So if she's under a lot of stress, or if she, undergoes different treatments, it can reactivate. So she needs to go ahead and get the Zostavax vaccine. It's for people ages 60 and over.
Okay. The most susceptible group to it.
Exactly, the most susceptible.
Okay. However, I know a number of people who are younger who have had shingles. So, how do you say who should get it, who should not, who can get it at the pharmacy without having given a doctor's note and all that type of stuff?
Okay. At HEB, people 60 and over can get it, and that's what the FDA has approved. Okay, people who are younger than that, if they have an outbreak, they can talk to their doctor about it, because it's not approved, through the FDA for younger ages.
Is there a bigger chance that you'll get it again if you've had it once?
It depends on your stress level, because it's active. It is active, and if you control those stressors and your immune system, like if you go through cancer or if you get AIDS or something.
Yeah, you have some immunosuppressive therapy.
Exactly.
Then, okay, makes you more susceptible. All right, so that's one of the ones that we can prevent. If you've had it before, you can prevent getting it again. Want to mention also that, as we all know, flu season. I've had my flu shot right here.
Yeah, I gave it to her.
And again, there are a lot of people saying, I'll take my chances. I'll take my chances. But again, if you could prevent it, then why not?
Yes, I mean, definitely. I mean, the flu, people, if you think about, look at the economy right now. To get the flu, it is extremely expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking at an office visit of over $100. Your prescription for the flu is about $80. Your time off from work, if you have to take care of family.
Yeah, feeling miserable, priceless.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. And, you can go to HEB, get a vaccine, and, we're running a promo right now, so it's a great time. Go shopping, get your vaccine, and also we're doing a deal where you can get for a limited time through November 16th. They can get a flu shot and get a $10 gift card. And there are a few restrictions, but they can go by HEB and get some free food.
To get a flu shot, if you're the whole family, children, adults, are there any doctor's notes that you need for certain ages or anything like that?
No, age 7 and above, just walk into HEB and we can immunize everybody. We do take insurance plans. So some of the insurance plans, it'll be free for you. And of course we take Medicare, which that provides a free flu shot. And also Medicare oftentimes will pick up the cost of your Zostavax vaccine. And so that'll...
Oh, wow, the shingles vaccine that we were talking about.
Yes, the shingles vaccine. And on that vaccine, that's a one-time vaccine. So it's not like the flu where you have to get the flu vaccine every year.
Right. And you also encourage, get to know your pharmacist. Get to know your pharmacist. We had a question at the top of the show about what over-the-counter medication do I take, and people usually we become our own pharmacist and sometimes make the wrong decision. So get to know your pharmacist for any question that you might have about any of your medications. Also, the vaccines that we don't know about, because another one that I didn't know about until you told me was for pneumonia.
Yes. Especially pneumonia. I mean, people don't even realize that there are so many deaths each year due to pneumonia and the complications. And, you know, you just get it one time after you're 65 and you're good to go.
Yeah.
And, I mean, pneumonia, you hear of people getting walking pneumonia and they don't even realize it. They end up in the hospital, and then, you know, you can run into all sorts of complications if you're in the hospital.
Well, we've heard people who thought they had a bad cold, and the next news you get is they're dead.
Exactly.
So,
and there's a vaccine, you know? I mean, it's that, and it's a dead vaccine. It's that simple. Just go ahead and protect yourself and avoid the whole process.
All right, Gina, thank you very much. And as we said, while you're already out doing your grocery shopping, you can stop by the HEB pharmacy and get your flu shot. For a limited time, you can also receive that $10 HEB gift card when you get the shot, just in time for all your holiday shopping, getting all your holiday food. Check with your local HEB pharmacy for offer restrictions and details. To find the location near you, go to heb.com and click the pharmacy link. When we come back, using wavelengths of light to help diagnose oral cancer.